Two-headed creatures aren't just something out of a sci-fi story. Double-headed animals do exist in the natural world. Having two or more heads attached to one body is a condition referred to as polycephaly. Though it's an extremely rare occurrence, scientists who study and catalog animals have encountered several polycephaly instances. Today in this video, we'll see 10 strange two-headed animals that exist on Earth. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also press on the bell icon for more updates. Number 10. Two-headed turtle. While two-headed calves are not uncommon, the instance of a two-headed turtle is rare. Indeed, the two-headed turtle was found on the island of Mabu in Borneo, but the experts could study it didn't survive. The turtle was found in the Malaysian part of Borneo, living among a massive batch of almost 90 other baby turtles hatched in the same nest days before the nesting site was overseen by marine. Biologist David McCann said he'd never seen anything like that before he found the discovery fascinating. When observing the turtle, he noticed that the right head controlled the front right flipper and the left head the opposite one. And even though the two separate heads controlled either flipper, the turtle walked in perfect coordination. The turtle, to his surprise, could also swim. Number 9. Two-headed dolphin. You may have undoubtedly heard about two-headed animals on land, but here lives in the sea. And fishermen off the coast of the Netherlands were astonished to see the strangest catch of their lives. They had caught a two-headed dolphin, making it the world's first recorded case of conjoined harbor porpoise twins. The porpoise twins were male and had a single body, but had two heads and were fully grown. Marine biologists declared the partial twinning as one of the rarest sightings, making it the 10th ever known case of conjoined cetacean twins. Cetaceans include only dolphins and whales. Marine biologists feel that many things are still unknown about marine animals due to living in the sea. The fishermen, thinking it to be illegal to retain their catch, threw it back into the sea, but the creature may have already been dead by then. The photograph they took served as proof of such an event. Number 8. Two-headed cardinal birds. The two-headed cardinal birds are some of the rarest species found with two heads. It must be because any animal with this mutation has less to no chance of surviving out in the wild. So when this creature was found in western Massachusetts, it was quite a rare find, making it even rarer. Admittedly, a little weirder is not only that this bird has two heads, but it has two beaks as well. April Brett from Northampton noticed that cardinals had been flying around her property. Finding this unusual, she went out to investigate what was happening. During her investigation, as she spotted this tiny bird, the lower branches in one of the trees, although still small, it was pretty clear that the bird was already a couple of weeks old. It was covered in juvenile feathers. Unfortunately, the bird is not expected to live that long. Experts say that due to its deformity, even flying was an impossible feat for the poor little thing. Number 7. Two-headed lambs. Lambs seem to be the most common animal to have polycephaly. A quick Google search will show you multiple hits of this phenomenon involving lambs. As recently as 2017, a two-headed lamb was born in New South Wales. The farmer that owns it says it was a shock to him as the lamb was born with hind legs first. The poor lamb broke its leg as the farmer tried to pull it out. Still, it recovered fully. No word if it reached maturity though. However, earlier in 2008, another two-headed lamb was born at a refugee camp in the West Bank and was considered holy by farmers in the camp. Lambs were also a staple of sideshows and traveling carnivals during their heyday in the US. Number 6. Two-headed snake. Two-headed snakes are not unheard of in Florida. A snake breeder got a 2-for-1 deal when his pet boa constrictor birthed a snake with two distinct heads. The two heads emerged from a shared body. Each had alerts in their environment, flickering their tongues and happy to be alive. The snakes were brought to celebrity vet Dr. Susan Keller, who owns an animal care practice in Florida. Her vet partner, Dr. Lauren Fellin, x-rayed the two-headed snake, and in the process, she uncovered some incredible twists. The snake appeared to have two hearts, which is rare in most two-headed animals. They did an ultrasound and listened to the two synced heartbeats that blew their minds. The same snake is even more incredible as it may have two digestive tract systems. If so, proper nutrition will ensure survival. Boa constrictors don't lay eggs. They give birth to the two-headed boa constrictors that develop from an embryo that began splitting to form twins, but stopped all of a sudden. Let's all celebrate this incredible conjoined birth. Number 5. Two-headed porpoise. A few Dutch fishermen cast their nets in the North Sea and were happy with the catch. On a closer look at the net, they saw that they had caught a baby porpoise. They took it out of the net and discovered it had unfortunately died. But that's not how the story ends. The baby porpoise had an incredible feature. It was a two-headed porpoise. They got so troubled about keeping it, thinking it would be illegal, they decided to put it back in the water, but not before snapping a few photos of their incredible catch. The fishermen shared the pictures with researchers, who discovered that the baby porpoises were males and had lost their lives before the net caught them. The porpoises were a set of conjoined twins with their dorsal fins not yet erect. Their umbilical cord opening was still open, and both of their heads had hair on the beaks. They were all signs of newborns. Number 4. Two-headed goat. An incredible two-headed goat was born in the Neuesk farms and named Janus after an ancient Roman god with two heads. Jocelyn Neskin's family runs a goat farm in Wittenberg and are proud owners of Janus. Janus has 2 heads, 2 mouths, and 4 eyes, but they're not sure if the middle eye works. Jocelyn shares updates on Janus on social media, and she's been getting an excited and devoted audience. Janus gets regular veterinarian checks and hangs up with the other goats. He's getting stronger every day, and the family hopes he will spend time as the family pet, as they have grown attached to and love Janus so much and are excited about his incredible journey in the world. Number 3. Two-headed eagle. The double eagle is a charge associated with the concept of empire. It represents an empire of dominion over others anyway. Away from the quick fact, a woman called April Britt from Northampton saw something unbelievable in her backyard. She'd gone to her backyard to check why dog cardinals had been flying around her property. She noticed a beautiful bird nesting on a lower branch. To her surprise, she saw it was a two-headed baby cardinal with 3 beaks. She described the heads as being closer to each other, a rare and spectacular sight to behold. The adult cardinals around was a parent looking for food for the baby chick. Unfortunately, these unique animals do not survive for long, but they're a great addition to nature. Number 2. Two-headed dog. A dog is a man's best friend. The idea of having your best friend with 2 or 3 heads would be out of this world. What about a two-headed bear? That would be an incredible sight to behold. We reorganized the internet, searching for the reality of these images. We found that they're undeniably faking a 3-headed dog, and the 2-headed bear would be an incredible natural occurrence. Still, unfortunately, the photos are purely made up. We did, although we came across an incredible story that we thought we would share with you. We discovered a mad scientist that attempted to create a 2-headed dog. Soviet Dr. Vladimir Dimitrov, a mad scientist in the 1950s, made a 2-headed dog by grafting the head and 2 front legs of a puppy to the back of the neck of a German shepherd. The pictures look so natural, scientists today say that such grafting is impossible. Still, the future is bliss. A lot of things would be possible then. Number 1. Two-headed cats. We know cats have 9 lives. Having 2 heads makes them an even more incredible duo. This beautiful black kitten was born with 2 heads. Her mother cat sadly rejected her, but she ended up in the best home. The previous owner contacted a vet friend that wholeheartedly agreed to adopt her Ralph Tran. The vet welcomed the duo into the family and took on the responsibility of caring for all of the duo's needs when the duo was younger. He would feed her with a tube and syringe. The incredible duo can now manage to eat on her own. Eating is messy in a good way because each face fights to eat at the same time, so the food ends up all over their foreheads and mind's eyes. The duo's mouths meow, and her noses separately breathe well. However, Duo has issues with a respiratory infection, properly walking, and a possible seizure. In her middle, I would need surgery at one point in time. Despite all that, she's full of life and as playful as other kittens. With that, we've come to the end of this video. If you like this video, press the thumbs up button. We'll surely meet again in another video. Until then, bye-bye.